welcome to the Big Book. Long time no see. Like, not really, but I just would really like to be in more of a habit of recording more regularly just because I really do enjoy it, but life is life sometimes. Hakuna Matata, capiche, I don't know, whatever. I'm gonna do one of my favorite segments to do. It's called What Reading. What I'm reading, what I'm going to be reading, and what I finished reading. The Order of Phoenix, and I really enjoyed it. I wasn't expecting to enjoy this so much. Because I hear a lot, you know, like people are like, oh, Harry's so angsty, but honestly, I think this is my favorite Harry Potter book. Let me know what your favorite Harry Potter book was in the comments below. But I just really love Dumbledore's Army. I thought that was amazing. It was so cool to see the kids get together and practice, you know, and Umbridge is just, oh man, like that was a good character. Like she evoked so much feeling out of me. And I feel like people really hate Umbridge and she's a very memorable character. And I just remember reading the part where Harry was writing, like doing lines, and then when like the lines would like come carved in his skin, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so dark. This is so dark right now. I can't believe this is a children's book. But I really love this one. I loved all like the character development. I mean, I didn't like what happened at the end when, you know, that person died. I'm gonna try not to like spoil things because I've gone this long without reading it, and BookTube, y'all are bad at Harry Potter spoilers. And like Bookstagram and Book Twitter, basically everyone in the world is bad with Harry Potter spoilers, and I know what happens in a lot of them, and I get it, like you guys got some spoilers too with the 6th book when they got released, but I'm gonna try and not to be too spoilery because especially in like these next few books, a lot happens, but I really enjoyed this. And then the next book I read after that was All Grown Up by Jamie Attenberg, and I was not expecting to like this. I got it from my book of the month pick, and I was like, I don't know, it seems kind of shallow, but it might just be kind of one of like those dumb girl books that I like sometimes that are just like, woo, like really kind of like frilly. But no, like this was really, it was written really well. It was first person, and I was so happy for that. And it was not told in chronological order, which I also really appreciated because we got little snippets of her life in the past and where she is now. And I feel like the marketing team maybe should have pitched this differently because art. And I took it in like the perspective of if you're not fulfilling your passions, you might have an empty void instead of I need a man to, you know. And I don't think she really felt that way, but there's a lot of like really interesting parallels the whole time, and I really dug it, and I really would recommend it. I am letting someone borrow it right now because they went to the same college as the main character did, so that's cool. Kitchen really quick. I have Banana Yoshimoto. This was my book club pick. I did not like this. I could not connect to the characters at all. It was like a very like quiet and patient novel, and I understand how, you know, clearly a lot of people like it, but it just didn't really do it for me. It just seemed kind of stale and couldn't connect to the characters at all. That's all I can really say about it. I think I ended up giving it like 2 stars. Oh yeah, and then I gave Harry Potter 5 stars, and I gave All Grown Up 4 stars. I'm so good at star reviews, right? At least I remember to put them in there. So after that, I was planning on reading The Secret History, and I feel like I've been putting off reading this book for such a long time, and I feel I've taken it on like honestly 2 different road trips in the past few months, and I'm like, I'm gonna read it, but I just haven't because other things have come up, and I know I'm gonna love it when I get to it. But I read, not this one, this is the wrong book. Hey, will you hand me the other Harry Potter book? Alright, and then I read the Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. This was, okay, I think this is my least favorite Harry Potter book so far. I thought the ending was kind of, the ending bothered me. Like, yes, it was very sad what happened, but it's like, I low-key feel like he had it coming. Like, he knew what was happening. He didn't need to die, but he did because I think you just kind of saw how like senile he was getting. And I also thought the parts where they were memory tripping was kind of dull. I really wasn't into it. I gave it 3 stars. It was okay. I did like, I feel like Dumbledore and Harry had some really tender moments that I liked. But other than that, it didn't really do so much for me. And now to what I'm currently reading. American War by Omar El-Akkad. And this is a really cool, it's like a dystopian. I am buddy reading this with Bree Hill, with Charles Xplosion, and with Samantha Leighanne. And then it's really fun to like have like a big group buddy read. And this is like, this is a really cool map that they have. I don't know how the autofocus is on this. Is this a new camera? There's no Florida and there's no southern Louisiana, which is fun because I'm in New Orleans right now and that's not there anymore. And then we go to California and this is all Mexico. This is all Mexico, and then we see that like the bay is huge. It's taken up maybe like quarter California. And then they moved the capital inland because the storms are so bad in DC. So this, the authors, it's really interesting. It's a guy who is a journalist and did a lot of reporting in Afghanistan, and he is from Canada, and I think he lives in the US now. You can tell he's a journalist. And I'm having a hard time connecting with the characters in this, but like the world is super cool. And I really like the world building, and I love how it's like there's an American war because of climate change, and the South secedes again because they don't want to stop using fossil fuels. Like I think that's very realistic and probably very true to the character of, US of A. But yeah, I'm just such a character-driven person, so this is kind of hard for me to really, like, I'm kind of in a slump with this, honestly. I feel like it's taken me like 3 days to read like 20 pages. It is what it is. Marlena 2 by Julie Bunton. This one is like pretty quiet and beautiful. I was trying to read this at the same time as American War, but you guys know I am so bad at reading two things at once, so I'm just gonna not try. I do not have any planned reading except for The Deathly Hallows. That's about it. Started up as my book of the month, and then I'm getting the new like Paula Hawkins, and I'm really excited to read that because I really did like Girl on the Train, and I think, yeah, I really enjoyed it. That is what is up with that. Let me know what you're reading and how y'all are doing, and give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. I have not had a lot of my books for a long time. I do this weird thing where I have them and then I get rid of them, or I just realize I don't need them in my life anymore.